I am actually looking forward to Relink. Dude, I've been looking forward to that game since fucking forever, okay? It's just that I'm just sick and tired of waiting for the fucking thing to actually come out. Because it's been like, how long already in development? Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't wait. Let me go back to my fucking channel. When was my first video of Relink? 2018. Dude, since 2018, man. 2018, bro. Can you fucking believe it? Since 2018. I've been like waiting for this since 2018. 5 is average though, if some is even 7. Yeah, but you have to remember the game was in development way longer than before that. They only announced it in 2018. Well, wait, no, they announced it in 2017. But it was already in development way before that. They were already like, you know, having like meetings and shit already in like technically in the beginning of a development stage way before 2018. So yes, it's been a long time. But I just don't get why they announced it so early though. I feel like they shouldn't have bothered to announce it so early. I think they just went like so full of themselves, thinking they're like super confident and shit. That's why. And then yeah, shit happened, and then delay after delay after delay. COVID probably screwed with some of their plans. Yeah, probably. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, they shouldn't have announced. I think the main issue is they shouldn't have announced it too early. If they didn't announce it too early, right? I feel like all the hype should not have like died so long ago. Because I feel like the game was not even there when they announced it. They barely had anything when they announced it. It's like they only have like the core game mechanic going kind of thing. That's pretty much about it. They just really didn't really market the game properly. That's why I don't think I feel like the game is going to sell because of the fucking goodie shit. That's to be given. The sales is probably gonna be good, like the first initial push, but I think after that it's just gonna die pretty fucking quick though. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am still fucking looking forward to the game, just that yeah, I don't really have much expectations for it already, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't not know, because I'm still afraid. The thing is, I'm still afraid that because you know, if you look at how they showed us the actual gameplay earlier, if the game is literally like that for multiplayer, it can be very fucking boring, man. Seriously, it can be so boring and empty, you know. Because I was really thinking, right, we can have like, you know, like how they, you know, like how Monster Hunter is, right? It's not just like a arena, bam, go in and just kill a guy. I was expecting like an entire fucking stage that you can actually, you know, do stuff around it. Yeah, you hunt for the fucker. And then maybe, you know, when you're fighting halfway, the guy has some fucking cutscenes or whatever shit, and then he flies off and go to another spot, and then you go to another spot and fight the guy, and then you have like different interactions and shit. I don't not know if that's really gonna be in the game. I hope so though. Shit. Not open world, like you know, take Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter has that. Yeah, it's like you have one big stage, and then you just go for one spot to another. I mean, because to me, it just really screams Monster Hunter vibes, you know, for Relink. So I'm actually kind of thinking, like, if it kind of takes a lot of like reference from Monster Hunter, I do think that Relink can still be a fucking awesome game. If it's just like a lot of stages, like, because they just mentioned, okay, you guys have 100+ stages or quests to do. Yeah, but what if it's like for 20 to 30% of the stages is literally like that? They just put you in an arena, fight a fucking boss. That's not cool, man. Right? Kinda annoying though. Yeah, but you see, in Monster Hunter, they give you stuff that lets you go from one point to another a lot faster, which I'm fairly certain you can do it in this game too, but I don't think they will. Right now we can speculate as much as we want, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not, right? If they're gonna add all this kind of shit, we don't know. I was really hoping that they showed us an actual quest the actual quest stage. Not, here's an arena, have fun. It makes the grind fucking boring, dude. I was like, alright guys, are you ready for the 10th line of us doing this fucking arena to farm these stupid materials? Are you ready? I sure as hell am. I mean, I'm expecting that, dude, because in the GBF fucking world, we have that, right? I mean, obviously we don't exactly see it, right? But like, we have that, right? Look at Galleon, right? Galleon is fucking massive, bro. I want to fight that, like in real, like fighting bosses like that in Relink. I want to see that kind of shit. I'll be so disappointed if they don't have that kind of shit, man. That's why, like, I'm not really having a lot of expectations for this game. It's like, yeah, I will get the game for sure, but fuck. 5 years later, I mean, I really hope this is gonna be a good game though, because I feel if it turns out to be a letdown, right, people are just gonna shit on GBF even harder. And I do think that GBF has a fantastic world. The characters, the visuals, like the design, all that shit, right? Everything, like the lore and stuff. I feel like GBF is fucking good in that. For an unique IP to actually be created to be this big. It's so huge now. And if it's such a letdown, right, I think people will just shit on GBF even harder. And I'm just gonna be really sad too, because I feel like that's not how I feel like they're just not experiencing the real GBF experience, right? I mean, I'm not talking about the grind, by the way. I'm just like, you know, the whole progression part, you know, blah blah blah, all that stuff. That's why when they also announced there is no co-op campaign, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, hello? Isn't that like the main part of the fucking game too? And then all we have is that, oh, the multiplayer is fucking hub quest. I'm not sure how vast is the skill tree though. They didn't actually zoom out for us to see. I mean, it's not going to be fucking PoE extend, but I'm got a feeling that it's probably something that you just let us level everything though. Which at the same time, I actually don't want that. You know? Like, think about it this way though, chat. Wouldn't it be better if we can actually like go to like a specific skill tree, like set up like a unique skill tree for yourself to have like a specific playstyle for your said character? So not every player will be the fucking same. Wouldn't that be fucking cool though? But I got a feeling that we're just gonna be able to level everything if you just grind out the game, right? Because it does feel like it's most likely something they will do, because they want to make everyone, like, you know, makes it easy for people to be in that position, like easy to go into the game and shit, right? So I'm pretty sure it's just gonna let everyone just get everything kind of thing. Because, you know, it's like if we have like that kind of unique skill tree as well, plus weapons and mods or whatever, we can actually put in specific builds that we can share as well. That would be so sick. No, I don't think it's gonna have like job classes kind of thing, but it'll be kind of cool because they did say masteries, right? The thing is technically a mastery. I wonder if there's multiple masteries. You know, so you can actually pick specific masteries to be focused on or some shit. But something tells me you can just level everything. That's the thing I actually don't want to see. I want to see like a unique thing that you can play a specific character, but after like once you get to like max level or some shit, you can only get all this amount of skill points or whatever to level all of your skill tree, for example. And then if you don't like it, you just reset it and then you go another one, you know? Like, you just reset it and they just give you back 1-to-1 kind of thing, and then you just go for another. You know, that kind of shit. I think that's gonna be fucking nice though. I would really prefer that more rather than let me get every fucking thing. You know, the more I grind, I just want to get everything. That's the thing I probably do not want to see when the game comes out. Because it kind of, I feel like it also kind of disallows some content creation there, I guess. Defeat the purpose of the skill tree too? No, I don't think so. Because you can actually play the game differently. It just allows you to play the game differently. Because you have like a setup specifically for a type of playstyle. Because I'm thinking like maybe the skill tree will allow you to have like different playstyles and shit. You know, it's like, say for example, right? Like this one side of the skill tree lets you have like, say, Percival's has much shorter charge time, but his damage is lower, for example. And then you have another one is the other way around. much longer charge time, but he hits much fucking harder kind of thing. Yeah, you know, like that, yeah. Because that will allow you to play the game a lot different. Wouldn't, oh, you mean like, oh, fill out your no worries. I mean, that still does, I mean, I feel a lot of games does that though. If you think about it, a lot, even MMOs, these games, a lot of MMOs these days that does that kind of shit. They just let you get everything if you just level everything. I mean, like, dude, look at Tales of Arise. It's the same thing too, right? Yes, like stuff that you can pick first, but eventually you're just gonna get everything, right? A lot of the games supposedly customization is like nowadays is like that. You're just gonna be able to get everything eventually, and then just you can do whatever fuck you want. And then it also to me that's not so nice, just because that it defeats the purpose of just being able to customize your character to fit your playstyle entirely. Because you know they're because to me also another thing is that they're also emphasizing a lot on that, like the archetype of the characters, right? Because you know, like say Naru is like a Zeus here, Zeus there, and then she can parry this and that, and then you have Algaba, he's like a fucking slow ass slammer brawler kind of guy, right? So it's like you have that kind of you're geared towards that archetype, but at the same time you can at least gear yourself uniquely, like how you want to play that archetype. You know what I mean? I feel like that's always a better way to do it, rather than like, okay, you know, I say, okay, you know, it's like if I see the skill tree, because I don't understand the skill tree earlier, the descriptions or whatever. If this descriptions of the skill tree is just like, say for example, like reduce cooldown of skills by 10%, right? And then another one, reduce increase my attack by 5%. If it's like that for the entire thing, I'm actually gonna fucking mouth them. If there's a lot of that, it's kind of like, huh? I don't know, man. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, yeah, we just have to wait, I suppose. I can speculate as much as I want now, right? Yeah, that's the thing I was also saying earlier. Like, I wonder if the weapon mods actually let us do that. Because I don't know, something tells me when it comes to like just the fixated just to the character's unique passive or whatever stuff, right? I feel like that one is tied towards just the skill tree. I feel like the weapon mods is like different entirely or some shit. You know, say for example, like one weapon mod just gives you like fucking lifesteal, different tiers of lifesteal, for example. I don't know, because you know there's like small, medium, big in the actual GBF, right? I would assume there's going to be the same thing in Relink as well, right? We have like, say for example, stamina, we have small, medium, big stamina, right? That kind of shit. Or massive, I don't know if they're planning to do that. Then you know, garrison, blah blah blah. You know, we have so many different mods in the actual GBF, which they can technically just bring everything over to Relink, and I would even say it'll still work, right? Because you know, there's like healing cap, we have defense, we have the normal attack, we have the garrison, we have like maybe they put like the opposite of garrison, right? Then you have stamina, you have enmity, you also have like supplemental shit, you have the amplify shit, whatever the stupid stuff they added recently, you know, those kind of stuff. There's so many mods that can just yoink from the actual game and just plunk it in. You know, and it'll still work. Because, you know, they just have to, you know, they have to scale appropriately, right? That's the only thing they have to do, right? They just have to scale those mods to work with the, well, how Relink works, I suppose. I don't know. Fuck it, we are all YOLOing, fuck it. Alright, chat. I'll let you predict. Are we gonna get Rainbow? You know what I mean? I do want it too. But I don't think I'm gonna get it because I felt like I have... The problem is that I luck shit too hard last week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because of Arc Knights. That was like massive luck shitting, okay? If you guys didn't know, Arc Knights has only 3%. There's no like 6% shit like in GBF. It just accumulates and then it just adds up the percentile a little bit more. But I got that thing in literally the first 10 rolls. And in 50 rolls, I got 3. Alright, what we got? Dude, 85% believers and 15% non-believers. Crazy. Oh, see, I told you, man. No rainbow, boys. Believers in shambles. Believers are now in shambles. Feels bad, man. Of course. Believers in shambles. RIP believers. Then big payday for non-believers.